beats us to the punch.
Dada, what a show here to kick off the year. BYB 23, Brawl in the Pines. How would you sum up the night for us?
Amazing. You know what I'm saying? Astronomical. You know, words cannot describe. I always tell the people, this is something that you got to come out and witness for yourself, because we are the greatest show on earth. Not Ringling Brothers, Bonham and Bailey Circus. It's BYB Extreme. When it comes to Bare Knuckle, we make the weekends. Listen, like I say all the time, nobody on the planet is doing it bigger or better than us. We are number one when it comes to bare knuckle brawls all over the world.
So, which fights impressed you the most tonight?
All of them. I mean, when you look at Yuli fought, you know, when you look at Cub Hawkins, even the Whiteboy, you know, fight. I mean, these guys, they show up and they show out, you know, time and time again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. You know, we've been doing this type of stuff for years inside of the backyard. So now we're on the main stage. We're taking this show worldwide. City to city, state to state, out of the country, overseas. World, get ready for more BYB Extreme.
So the trilogy is finally settled. Martinjak versus Hatch. In 3 different continents, the 3 different fights. An amazing historical experience, right?
100%. You know, they split 1-1, and the greatest fighter, you know, the best fighter won tonight. You know, he came, he knew what he had to do. He was just not fighting for himself. He was fighting for his country. You know, this was U.S., you know what I'm saying, versus, you know, U.K., Croatia. You know, my apologies, you know, for not getting his hometown, you know, correct. But, you know, like he said, this is bigger than me. I'm fighting for my peoples back in my home country.
And you looking back now, the year 2024, looking back at where it all started with the backyard brawls, do you sometimes realize how far you've come?
Yeah, I do. But, you know, even when I started doing it inside of the backyard, it's like people, they didn't see it. They couldn't see the trees because of the forest, but I seen it. When I was in the backyard, you know, in the conception days, you know, I already seen myself, you know what I'm saying, being here. That's what motivated me to continue. And once I partnered up, you know, with Mike Vasquez, shout out to Mike Vasquez, you know, the president, you know, of BYB Extreme, we put together a team of superpowers, you know, with CEO Greg Bloom, you know, we have an all-star, you know, commentary panel, you know, man, we have world-class, you know, people that make this thing what it is. That's why we're number one. And I always said, it never was about me. It's always been bigger than me since day one. I'm just an ambassador, you know, a goodwill sportsman, you know, for the culture.
What motivates you to keep going and do this every day?
My peoples, you know, from where I come from. You know, when you look at, you know, West Perrin, this is the city of the have-nots. When you look at Miami, everybody talk about South Beach, you know. We're the forgotten people down there, you know. So either you're talking about South Beach or you're talking about Overtown, which is 15 minutes over the bridge with the first 48. But we put our foot forward and made progress. So now when people think of Miami, they also got to add in them boys down there in South Florida, you know what I'm saying, who do all the bare knuckle fight. BYB Extreme.
So the next BYB Extreme show is coming up soon. Biloxi, Mississippi. What can we expect that night?
Knockouts, thunder, lightning, historical, you know, content for the record books. You know what I'm saying? More history to be made as we take another step closer, you know what I'm saying, to our destination, which is no ending. We have no ceilings. You know what I'm saying? When I say astronomical, that's who we are, that's what we do. We're astronomical. You know, we're gonna keep pushing the needle, we're gonna keep changing lives, and we're gonna keep doing great things with this organization.
DJ Linderman versus Ike Villanueva. The main event, what a heavyweight clash. What do you think about this one?
100%. Somebody's definitely getting knocked out. You know, those guys are big heavyweights. They got, you know, knockout power in either hand. It's going to be a real treat. But I got to tell you and your fans this. You know, the winner of that fight next month in Biloxi will be neither one of the men that's left with their hands being raised. It's going to be the fight fans that get a chance to see that heavyweight showdown go down in Biloxi, Mississippi.
What else can we expect in 2024?
Oh, wow. Listen, for us to be number one across the globe, across the spectrum, when you talk about bare knuckle fighting, because when I say number one, what makes us number one? The way that we treat our fighters, the professionalism across the board, being unique, being different. We got the Mighty Trigon, not a boxing ring, not an octagon. There's only 2 promotions that own their own patent. That's BYB and UFC. So we are where we need to be. As far as being positioned, there's only one way to go, and that's through the roof, into the atmosphere. I'm Dada 5000 with Bare Knuckle News, where nobody beats us to the punch.